Hello and welcome back again to another video. It is my second video in 4 days, so I think that's some kind of record for me. And in today's video we're going to talk about Chelsea and what is happening there, because after a very iffy pre-season by Chelsea, I think they won Club America 2-1, they drew 1 all versus another American team watching penalty, and this 4-0 thumping against Arsenal. Is it overreact man media or how something to be worried about at football club? I did a video on Thursday, I think it went out on, about out-to-night tactics and photography. So if you don't check that one out, please check it out. Please check that out in that video. But let's talk about Chelsea. Now Chelsea, we all know about Chelsea going through new ownership, going through a bit of a rebuild, sacking Marina, sacking Peter Cech leaving the football club. Well, it's not going to Nick Barnabich. We know these Americans have thought the club are going through a bit of a rebuild. We all know that did affect them on the pitch last year, but looked like it has took a turn more the worse in pre-season. Last year, they look a bit worn out, they did look a bit knackered about it, but they think they're very professional with the job. Tuchel very professional, and you think they got on with it. Okay, the Premier League season just dry a bit at the end, but you think they have nothing to play for. They had a chance in the two cup competitions, they had the chance in Europe, they could have got through that. So you cannot understand that, but I think that now, better can identify the kind of worried by Chelsea. And I shared earlier that looking at the Tuchel today and listening to the things what he has said and watching his body language, it reminded me of Jose Mourinho's last tour at Manchester United. I think in America, don't think he said the way he went and he lost his job in that December the same year. I'm not saying Tuchel lost his job, but I'm not saying it is similar things. And when you do lose a friendly phone, you know, look at Liverpool. First instinct is look at the team. That Liverpool team they have 3 different teams, so you really think nothing of it. They got Chelsea, some of their first 11, you say milk of their first 11 in the team. Okay, I think they're going to use centre backs, well that will take time, but still getting pumped 4-0. It isn't on that. And yeah, if I was Chelsea fan, I would be worried, I would be alarming. I wouldn't know what a best system is, I wouldn't know what a best shape is, who's playing up front, who's your best striker up front, who's your centre back pairing, and it does all look worrying. And I have Chelsea are getting a guaranteed third place. Like I thought Tottenham could they improve, but they weren't great last season. Okay, I know they got top 4, but you think they're the best team out of that bunch. Arsenal, I still think they finished above them United, but I think they're getting into that battle now. I think Tottenham will finish ahead of them, because I think Chelsea dropped that much, and yeah, I worry about Chelsea. I'm worried about the next few years for Chelsea, because let's be honest, Rudiger leaving, Christian leaving, after quite a good leave. Now looking at the new ownership, Celtic is that's the old shit. A well-run football club do not let players go for free. When they have a year left on the contract, they get rid of them or they sign them. They don't let them run down. I think Man of the year left, Liverpool booted him. Charles the year left to sign another contract for him. They don't let him go into the following year. They don't keep the player the power. And they did it with Rudiger and they did it with Christian. It looked like they could be doing it with Rafael Quetta. And like you say, like he didn't do with this. They knew the contract was running out. None of this happened a year ago. Just because Italy signed a year ago, and they knew a big part of some Tuchel's team. And Rudiger, in a back 4, I think he's very vulnerable. Rudiger, I think he's a bit of a mess. He's all over the place. He's always out of position. He's not strong enough. But in a back 3, he's a well better defender. He can go with the ball. He can take more courage. He can play more higher line. Knowing he got sweepers behind him. And I think Chelsea, knowing their best system is a back 3, they should have kept him. Honestly, God, they should have kept him. Christian, not a bigger cock than Rudiger, but I still think he's a big lad. The games he's done in, he came in, he has been solid, he's a good squad player. Yeah, he's not a big name, but I still think that's a bit of a loss. And losing them, that will take some to rebuild, but if you look at Thiago Silva, he won't be there for long after Quetta. Jorginho might want a move. I heard Kante being doing with the club Pulisic. Healthy, I need a rebuild. And all these players leaving in a year or maybe next season, I feel like a change after Garnet. I feel like they need to get players in quick, and if I could Chelsea fan, I'll be worried because it's a lot more alarming than you probably thought a week ago. And you're only 2 weeks into a season, and Celtic's that poor. Better go on the manager, especially go on the players. They're behind the A ball, and they could struggle to get that top four. So, what do they do? I think they're getting Gunday in from Chabelle. Yet again, you got a problematic goalkeeper being Pirelli now. Kanate's been brand new, Kunde's been new. So you got a really inexperienced back four with each other. If you do play a back four, do you play Thiago Silva, but if you don't want to be there, if you're going to leave, do you play him? Or do you just say, look, we're going to build it around there? And that's the thing I worry about. With Celtic. Like, they got a good young team. That play's going to be there. I think that place you don't. I think Tuchel got to identify you and tell them to have one go look at themselves and identify the place going to be there and the place you don't. And the people who don't try and move on as quick as possible. It free up the wave, free up the squad. They could get money for them and get the place you want to be there. And that way we're in the next 2 to 3 years. If these players do walk out on a free, they get nothing for themselves. They get absolutely sink for them. And they're relying on financials, they're relying on Fontes, they're relying on getting the top four places, and if they're not getting there, they will drop. And obviously, in the top four, you don't attract big players. So, well, if they back four, you bring a new lad in, you got to build a centre back pairing. It's quite to do with Thiago Silva, that midfield. Jorginho, I think you got to look at yourself. If you want to go, do you want to say? He talks a lot, but I think Donkey Fountain in the field, they're not the way he talks. They're being really poor. Kante, always rumours about him. I think Chelsea need to try to then get them on a contract or just let him go, get money for him. Okay? With Kolasinac, Pulisic, he's in at the most, but you could argue good squad player. But yet again, would he be looking, thinking, well, they brought Sterling in, they brought Werner in. I know they brought Werner in a few years ago, but I think the next one to try and move in on. Lukaku, what's going on there? They can't afford his wages, so they took paying out his wages for a player who went out. Ziyech, no use to him, though. They're just shut. We play a massive way bill. Nobody wanted us. They're taking it out. Tuchel needs to try and move his players on and free up it and get a young team and get an exciting team playing well together. But with 2 weeks to go before the season, that is going to be really, really difficult. Like I said, if these players do walk out for free, that's not sign a contract and run the contract down. Chelsea, they are in turmoil, and they are in trouble. With the manager Thomas Tuchel, my thoughts is he need to find his best shape. Like I said, he need to get him to place who don't want to be there and play, and need to try and build like he does 3 at the back. Build his main system, and fit his philosophy in that shape. I think if Kunde do go in, I think the best system will be a 4 at the back. Then you got midfield, you got Gallagher and Mount, 2 very exciting players. Do you pin Mount onto the right? Do you put Gallagher at do you put Shirley in? And like we got Havertz at a false 9. Do you try to play what Liverpool played with Havertz playing that Firmino role, Mount, Shirley and Gallagher in behind, but Gallagher disciplined enough at a next level. Like, he's brilliant with Pally, but playing with Southie, he can step up. Do you try and put Gallagher second, or maybe now back on loan and bring in another quality player who could play that role? Probably Madison at Leicester. Madison at Leicester, you could argue you don't think they're better than Arsenal, try Nick Odegaard, that would be really tough. So I think there need to be an identity and an idea of what Thomas Tuchel is doing, and they need to, like we said, find the first system, find the first formation, or these kind of players you want. You like a more defensive player, so does he try and make it Didi from last? They're making to like an N'Golo Kante player, a young Kante. Does he try and make Pabert and then Pabert from Bayern Munich? He ain't playing. They went the moving on. I think he's been to a few clubs. So they need to try and find good young players around the continent who would want to play there, who will commit the future to Chelsea and want to play under Thomas Tuchel. And the way they do that, they need to move players on, because I worry about Chelsea the next 2 years. Is this the more time for it? Because players running down the contracts on big wage clubs, the cash go. Will clubs want them at that price? Will clubs know if they're not going to play and they're demanding higher wages? They could do the same at their club. Though I do worry a bit for that football club, like I said. Losing 4-0 in a friendly, he's worrying, and don't you think manager he's not committed? You should go. And I think too much that Quad isn't committed. I think too much that Quad is playing with himself, like what he said. I'll take your players like Affi's Quetta. I like him, but I think he's lost it. I think Thiago Silva will be gone in a few years. I think next season. Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante. I think some of these players are looking around the shoulder thinking this is going to take a while, and out to be winning, they can't be at the top level. And maybe looking maybe abroad, maybe at Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, or maybe even Barcelona. They're trying players, God knows how, but they are. And then maybe looking at the door thinking, I don't know, wait for here, but then can't afford the wages, they could come to shit or next him out at Chelsea, run down the contract and leave for free. So I do worry about that. I do worry about that club. And like I said, I think Tottenham getting their head shot on, and I think looking at pre-season, looking at the way we play United, and looking at the way Chelsea are playing, why can't we finish ahead of them? Because if they start slowly, that will be terminal at that football club, and if we have a good quick shot, why can't we challenge them and finish ahead of them? And if Chelsea not looking to play well, not shouting great, haven't really got a plan, players like Mount, Havertz, James, Chilwell, they'll be looking to move on. So it's a big few months with this football club in this long-term future, and also the manager. Like Chelsea Luke over Tuchel, that's a massive loss, because the way he handled himself and the way he coached his team through this period have been really good and really full match to him. Though to lose in and he gets sacked or he walk away, they will really start to drop. So like I said, it's a big massive few months this for Celtic Football Club and their future. But the worries getting placing right now is don't have the pre-season with the team. They're still learning the team, they're still learning the surroundings, they're still getting used to the area, and 2 weeks for a season, that is a massive worry. So yeah, questions ahead of a Celtic Football Club with that future and with the ownership, but can they come out of it? I think it'll be a real struggle. Like what I said, I thought Chelsea would finish third. I think they were someone third, and now I look at them thinking it'll be hard to get top 4. But that's my thought on Chelsea. I will do a video on, I don't know what next, I don't know when it will be, probably might be my family predictions, but that is my thought, Chelsea Football Club.